Hey everyone, welcome back. Ethan and Brendan here to discuss more Red Sox news, rumors, everything leading up to the 2025 season. Obviously, pitchers and catchers are set to report soon. Spring training's on the horizon. Things are exciting right now, but there's one big free agent left on the market and someone that the Red Sox have been attached to for pretty much the whole offseason, and that's Alex Bregman.
Yeah, the Astros player that everybody's got on their mind, and I want to get your thoughts about it, Brandon, especially because I think with a player of this capacity, part of the double-edged sword of this is that if you invite a player like Alex Bregman onto a team like the Red Sox, it means that you're going to have to take some very great players off the team and send them packing. So let me get your thoughts on it.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about this before. Obviously, there was the rumor early in the offseason that the Red Sox wanted to move Rafael Devers off third base, potentially to first base. Which if that's true, then, what does that mean for Tristan Casas? Do they try to move him to DH and move Masataka Yoshida? Does anyone want to trade for Masataka Yoshida with his contract? It's just a lot of moving parts. That's not to say that all that, amount of paperwork that would have to be done to make it make sense isn't it's worth the effort. Alex Bregman is that good of a player, even if he's not quite the superstar he was 4 or 5 years ago. But it's just worth keeping in mind. The Red Sox have been attached to him. Obviously, there's rumors right now that the Astros and the Cubs are sort of pulling away from the pack potentially. Who knows? But he's the last big free agent on the market. Pete Alonso just re-signed with the Mets. So if the Red Sox are going to upgrade the lineup in a serious way ahead of the 2025 season, it's kind of Bregman or bust right now.
Yeah, it's a really interesting time for baseball fans right now, and all eyes are on Bregman. And I think besides that, the thing to think about is what happens to people again like Rafael Devers or somebody, excuse me, like Tristan Casas, like you said. I'm very interested to see what happens. And again, the countdown clock is on. We're as of this recording, we're 50 days away from the opening game of the opening day of the MLB season. So again, Alex Bregman has to make a decision sooner rather than later. If he ends up at the Red Sox, someone's getting the boot. And I think Red Sox fans would be very sad to see one of those players go. If somebody ends up at the DH spot, I think that the Red Sox are so like tightly knit right now as a team. But an argument that I have made time and time again is that Alex Bregman has been on the Astros for so long because he's a power hitting threat. He's an amazing player. And to put him on any MLB team, like the Red Sox per se, would be such an asset. However, again, like there's only so many players allotted to an MLB team. You have to, it's just how the cookie crumbles.
Yeah, I think, and this is a thought to maybe leave, you guys, the viewers off with, is that obviously Bregman's attached to a qualifying offer. That means that draft pick, a team that signs him will have to surrender draft picks. And it's rumored right now that he might want to sign a short-term deal so that he can hit free agency again maybe next year without a qualifying offer, which that raises another question about value. Do you sign Bregman to a 2 or 3 year contract with opt-outs, for a lot of money? Knowing that you're not only going to lose draft picks for him just for signing him this year, but that you might also lose him next year in free agency to a team that gives him more money. So it's again, the calculus isn't just, oh, Alex Bregman's a good player, the Red Sox should sign him. I think that's the key thing that should be focused on. But it's there's more that goes into it. And so, I just think that, Craig Breslow, the front office, they know these things. They know that, this is the stuff they have to keep in mind. But I think the Red Sox, they traded for Garrett Crochet. They've made some other moves this offseason. The Red Sox are in a position where maybe they're not going to win the AL East over the Orioles or Yankees, but they should be a wild card competitor at the very least this offseason, especially with so many top prospects ready to come up. And I just think that, signing Bregman is sort of that final nail in the coffin of like, hey, the rebuild, however long it was, is over. We're ready to compete again.
As always, we'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. And of course, we'd love to, we'll be in the comments, talking to you guys and give our thoughts as well.